Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Dear grade 11 students, today we are going to see some strategies and techniques in answering the reading questions in the final exam. This year, the final exam will have two readings. Reading number 1 with 7 items and another reading number 2 with 8 items. Reading number 1, we have a short passage, 35 to 45 words, and then we have underneath the statement. We need to say if the statement is true or false. We need to tick if it is true or false. So here in this question we need to apply skimming strategy. So most of you know what is the meaning of skimming strategy. So skimming is reading for general information. Here we need to read the whole passage and answer this question. Maybe we can get some keywords. So one tip you can use here, underline the keywords. So let's go to those two examples that we have here. Example number 1 and example number 2. In example number 1, we have save, likes, voluntary work. We need to say if it is true or false. Here we have the passage. So when he is not playing tennis, Saif is busy with his project, the robot chair, which help older people. So he helps older people. We need to underline it. It will help us. Also, he's a goodwill ambassador. So a goodwill person who is doing good things for people, voluntary work, voluntary things. He regularly organizes charity events. Charity events, so events that support poor people, support people who are in need. Yes, so from what we have read and from what we underline he helps older people, a goodwill ambassador, charity events. So Saif likes voluntary work or not? Of course, yes, he likes voluntary work. So this is the first one. Look at the second activity or the second reading here. The second reading also applied skimming strategy. The writer is traveling by plane. So we need to read the whole thing here and we need to know, is he traveling by plane or traveling by something else? Look at here. I looked out of the window at the railway track. At the railway tracks here means this is something related to, this is a synonym of train, railway tracks. This one is used with trains, not with planes. Alright. The second here, although we were moving at 340 kilometers an hour. Alright, the journey was smooth and relatively quiet. The part where we traveled under the English Channel, alright, so we have English Channel, took 22 minutes. So here we are talking about English Channel, a way we use. So I was looking at the French fields and the farmhouses. So from railway track, you cannot say railway tracks with plane. Mostly it's used with plane. Also English Channel, a way that a truck or a train is following. So he is traveling by train here. And also the speed. You can also see this speed here because planes mostly have more than this speed. So the writer is traveling by plane or not? Of course it is not. He is traveling actually by you can say by train. Alright, so this is reading number 1. Let's move to reading number 2. Reading number 2 will have around 8 items. In this activity, what we need to do, we need to apply skimming and scanning. Scanning, we can use it to write or to answer the specific information, and scanning and skimming, we need to write the general information as we did in the previous one, and scanning, which is reading for specific information. Here, what we need to do first, we need to go to the questions and we need to see what are the things that I need to look for. So here, task number 1, we have to write short answers not more than 4 words. Alright, and the second one, we have multiple choice. So in the first one, what is the color of the flight recorder nowadays? So we need to underline the word color, which is the key word here. What is the color of flight recorder? And we need to think about nowadays as well. Alright. And the second one, where was the first modern flight recorder tested? We need to write the place. And here they specified, we need a country. Sometimes a place means a city or a town, but here they are asking for a country. Which country was the first modern flight tested? We need to here underline tested and where. The third question here, we have which organization issues the specifications of the black box? Alright, so here we need to write which organization. So which means I need to write the name of the organization. So mostly which means things like organization, places like that. Alright, so let's go through them. Number 8. But the color, so mostly the questions are organized in the correct order of the text. So we have a reading. Question number 1 will be the answer of reading of question number 1 will be in the first or the second paragraph. So here we need to find the color. All right. So a flight recorder or black box. All right. Here a definition. We have a definition of it, and it's painted in fluorescent orange. So orange, here we have the color which is orange. So immediately we know that the color that we are looking for is the color of the flight recorder is orange. And also fluorescent, you can write it or not. But if you write only orange, it will be correct. Fluorescent, we can also write it if we want, but orange is enough. Alright, where was the first modern flight recorder tested? So we need to go to the text and see which country. The first modern flight. Alright, here in the second paragraph we have from the first sentence, first modern flight. So the synonym or the word which is similar to the first modern flight. So we need to write to see the country. Alright, so here we have the name of the flight recorder, which is Mata Hari. Alright, so finish here we have one name of the country, which is Finnish aviation. Finnish is like related to the country, which is Finland. So here they mention the adjective of Finland. So we need to find the country. Alright, yes. The Finnish army built in their main aviation factory in Finland. So the country is Finland. The answer for that question. Alright, so we got the name of the country. So Finland. Which organization issues the specification of the black box? So we need to see. So the organization. So here we have currently the European organization. So we find the word organization here in this text. So we find the word organization. The European Organization for Civil Aviation Equipment. So this is the name of the organization. If you write the whole title, the European Organization for Civil Aviation Equipment would be okay, but the code or the symbol for this organization, we have it here, which is Euro-K. Alright, so this is the answer for the question. Of course, in the examination, you will have 3 WH questions, 4 WH questions and 4 multiple choice. But here, because I'm bringing only an example for you. The second type number 2, we will have 4, but as I told you, we only brought 3 today as an example. So look at the first one. The dash box saves all the sounds on the plane. So we need to find the name of the box. So where is it? Here we have, there are two types of box. Type number one, FDR, records different operating conditions of the flight, such as airspeed, air attitude, and air flight system. So here we're talking about the flight and air outside. The second one is cockpit voice recorder, which is CVR, which records all radio transmission. All right, we have all transmissions. So here we're talking about every single sound, and also sounds. Here it's mentioned directly. So immediately we can know that we are the one which records all the sounds is CVR. So the answer is CVR. All right. The black box helped in reducing crash, impact, collecting evidence, or saving the passengers. So we need to go to the text and find it. What is the job of the black box? So here we need to go to this paragraph. All right, and noises record provides a lot of accurate information about the flight that can be used in later investigations. So it's used for later investigations. We need evidences. So talking about the evidence of anything. If we have a car accident, it will record everything for you. So it doesn't reduce the crash impact. It's only collecting evidence. Alright, the third one, the black box is located at the of the plane. So we need to see the part of the plane that we put the black box in. Is it front, middle, or back? Sorry. So we need to say or to find the place of putting the black box. So look at the last paragraph. The FDR and CVR may be combined in a single unit. Two recorders must be capable of surviving the conditions that cause the aircraft. All right. So this black box has to be survived. If any accident happened to the plane, this box will keep the evidence and everything related to the plane. So for this reason, they are normally stored at the tail of an aircraft. The tail, we know that aircraft has the tail is at the back. So here we have the tail of the aircraft. So sometimes they don't mention the word exactly, but they mention a synonym for it. A tail means at the back of the airplane or aircraft. As I told you, we will have another one here in the final exam. Thank you, my dear students, and I hope you get the idea of my explanation today. Thank you very much, and all the best.